So, before we get into today's word,
Sure.
I've decided that I'm going to let you teach me how to love baseball.
We don't have that kind of time.
We don't? How long do you think it'd take me to fall in love with baseball?
You?
Because I really, really don't like it.
I know. That's what I mean. Is I think it would take a while.
But, no fucking around
Do you
aside.
like chess?
Actually, I do.
Oh, I think you'd like baseball then.
What? Not even close.
Not as far as you think.
You think so?
Mm.
See, now, if you could connect that, I would be on board. Because, I used to love chess.
It would take a while. Like we'd need to watch games and I need to explain to you like what was happening and why. And then you would get it. Because like, you know how with chess, everything is you're dealing with your present as well as 4 steps ahead all at the same time.
Yeah.
Baseball's the same thing.
Okay.
And so like it really frustrates me when I watch bad baseball.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing this.
Well, see, I grew up with not loving baseball, and you obviously have a love for it. And I've watched you, especially recently, because we've getting to know each other a lot, and watching you generally care about baseball and stuff and the way you did it. I was thinking about it. I was like, it wouldn't hurt to actually be able to enjoy a baseball game, because you know me, I love a good sport, and if it's technical and I'm watching something that
I'm a good sport. I put up with you for 30 minutes an episode. Which just so the listeners know, it's like an hour and a half of real time. It is terrifying.
Oh my goodness. So is it anything like T-ball? Because I love T-ball.
No, but it is kind of like T-Boz
from
TLC.
TLC?
Yeah.
Too soon, dude. Wait,
What?
She's still alive, right?
Yeah, T-Boz is fine.
Okay.
Left eye's dead.
She's not fine anymore because we just started this podcast talking about it.
Also, I could have just been talking about the Learning Channel.
T-Boz?
No, TLC.
Oh. God. Why didn't I get that faster?
It's probably the loss of hair.
T-Boz.
Maybe you're kind of like Samson.
Samsonite?
No.
I'm just like Samsonite.
Samsonite. No.
Yeah.
Samson, the one who, when he cut his hair.
Mm-hmm. But wasn't that his pubes?
I don't think that's true.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if...
Let's go to the books. I got a picture book right here. Hang on.
Well, we can verify it does show pubes, but not necessarily that his power is derived from said
Oh, sorry.
pubes.
Those are mine. Let me get those off there. Hang on.
Oh, well, this
There we go.
changes everything.
We're good. Yeah, but in all seriousness, if you can figure out a way to make me even like baseball, would be great.
Would you have ever thought you were going to like soccer?
No, it was my most hated sport back then.
It's what
Baseball was my most boring sport, but I hated soccer because all I saw was the bad
the
stuff in
diving
soccer.
things like that.
Yeah, the really bad stuff. But once you know exactly what's going on and what they're actually trying to accomplish and how friggin' hard it is to play it at that level, it's so much more advanced than people give it credit for.
How hard could it be? Messi can do it.
It's in his name. He's Messi. The GOAT times 14. I guess times 8, but who's counting?
You, apparently.
Mm-hmm. So is everybody else. Get Messi to play baseball. I'll watch it.
You probably could.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm Dan.
Yes, you are. Oh, and I'm Matt.
And this is Hang Out with Your Slang Out, the place where we come to kill slang words.
Well, I think we've killed more celebrities than slang words.
We do that too. But if this is the first time joining us, thank you for being here.
But like softly with our words.
Yes, very
The way,
softly.
the way the Fugees would kill them.
Say it butterly. Say it buttery smooth with your...
Say it butterly. It sounds like a terrible advertisement for something.
Yeah, totally does.
Say it butterly.
No, that sounds like a single for one of our bands.
It sounds like a commercial for movie theater popcorn.
Say it butterly. Say it's
If
not
you're going
butterly.
to say it butterly.
I like that. You guys will realize I'm the one with the knowledge and the ideas on this.
Oh, this is why you wanted to do.
He's the one with the beard.
This is why you wanted
voice.
to do this intro, so that in case anybody hadn't been listening, they could come in, listen to your lies, and get on board the FOMO train, I guess.
The slang train?
No.
Oh, you're gonna love that too.
Am I?
Yeah. So hey, like we'll cut right here. Cut. So get this.
Mm-hmm.
My wife just got back from doing a sister's vacation, like extended weekend in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. Where they know what FOMO means.
Exactly. No.
Oh.
So I happened to be on the phone with them saying goodnight, figuring out how their day went and stuff. They had a good time. It was great. I love my sister-in-law. She's the best. But apparently she had some opinions about FOMO as well.
Well, it depends on what she said, because they might be facts. Please continue.
During the phone call, she was just like, "Oh, it sounds like Dan's got FOMO," and I was like, "I'm not moving on from your sister or you." And she's all, "What the hell did he just say?" She's all, "Does he not know what that means?" And I was just like, "I know exactly what it means." I was like, "Have you not listened to our podcast?" She was just like, "Why would I when you don't know what FOMO means?" And I was just like, "Oh."
Well, she should still be listening, because one of us knows what it means.
If she would listen,
and most of the entertainment of that episode is me yelling at you for not understanding what it means.
It's fear of moving on. I have the commercial to prove it.
Here's the thing. In your world, it is a fear of moving on. And
Mhm.
here's why. Because we are 50 episodes past that now, and you have not moved on from the fact that you're wrong and that it's fear of missing out.
Then have that, not that I'm wrong.
And you can't look at a commercial that is literally directed at the close to dying and think that it's going to be anything other than fear of moving on, because of course they're terrified of death.
There is truth to that, but that makes it all the
I
more
promise
real.
you, they don't have a fear of missing out on death.
Yeah, that's true. Well, wouldn't that? But that means I'm right.
For septuagenarians, sure.
To make a long story short, thank you. Basically, all my family hates me and doesn't agree with me
They
on
don't
FOMO.
hate you. They just know that you're wrong.
On FOMO, same thing. Might as well. That's hate in my book.
Maybe you just have a fear of missing out on the correct definition of FOMO.
You gonna jump on the JOMO one now too? Joy of moving on.
Joy of moving on?
Mm-hmm.
You mean joy of missing out?
Why would you have joy of missing out on something?
You know how there's that saying where it's, I wasn't going to go. I just want to be invited.
You're invited, but your friends can't come?
No, that's a song.
Yeah. By who?
No,
Not the Who.
The Who didn't sing that.
Do you remember? Remember? Get there faster.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I was surprised you knew the song.
Give me a first letter.
He's super fat now.
That could be anybody.
But who gets all the press for being fat?
Meatloaf?
No. Well, he was but first letter is V. For Vendetta.
Oh, is it Vendetta? Vince Detta of the New Jersey Dettas?
Is that real?
No.
Okay.
Vince Neil?
Yeah. That was his solo album when they kicked him out of the band.
I mean, if that's what he came up with when he got kicked out of the band, then maybe they were right.
I don't know if that's picking that up, but I squeaked again.
You're awfully squeaky today.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you're a little rusty. Sounds like you ain't got that Skibidi Riz.
Oh, you got there fast. We better let these people know what we're doing then.
We're doing a word.
Oh, we got to introduce what is this? This is a podcast, right?
Okay. We are recording a podcast. Is that what you were leading towards?
Uh-huh.
And that podcast is about words.
Slang words.
Sure. Slang words.
It's called Slanger Things.
That's not true. And today we're going to be talking about the
Well, what's the name of the podcast? Is it Minute to Win It?
no, hang out with your slang out.
Oh, okay.
You walked into the wrong room again. This is that one you don't like doing.
I thought this was shirtless.
No.
Can it?
Can you imagine?
Can it be shirtless?
Can you imagine Smartless doing an episode where they just didn't wear shirts and they called it shirtless?
Who says they don't?
So, I mean,
Will Arnett would be all about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to see you without your
Talk
shirt.
about it the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So this week's word, and I use that term very loosely, is a word that makes me want to say things like skip to my loo or go grab a bag of Skittles.
I'm a little bit more agitated by this word. This word makes me want to punch babies.
Are babies saying the word?
It doesn't matter.
Well, I think it does matter. And here's why. I don't want to punch babies for the faults of wiener kids. I'd rather just punch the wiener kids.
You know what I mean, though? You've seen babies you want to just punch, right?
Yeah, but they're few and far between. For the most part, babies are pretty cute. But when there's an ugly baby, oh, baby, is it an ugly baby?
Just to sidestep
Such
things.
a punchable face.
What do you do when someone shows you their baby, whether it's in person or a picture, and it's one of the... My wife insists all babies are cute, but let's be honest. There are some babies that look like lizards. They just are not.
Yeah.
They tend to grow up to actually be the best looking people. Like if you see attractive people and you see their baby pictures, a lot of times they're freaking toads and they just come out of that cocoon.
Like Battletoads?
Yeah. Like me. If you see my baby, well, no, I'm actually a handsome baby.
Were you?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah. It used to say that on my diapers.
My mommy said I was the handsomest baby in school.
My mommy's always right. So nobody wanted to punch me in the face.
Trust me, everybody wants to punch you in the face.
Maybe I shouldn't be on the whole punching babies train.
Probably not.
All right.
I think child abuse is not really the angle to take on this.
I think
Unless they're wiener kids.
We better throw that word out so I don't get canceled. Well, I mean, canceled again.
Oh, yeah. We haven't even said the word yet, huh?
Mm-hmm. Basically, this word has been thrust upon us. I feel like we're in an armbar and we have to do this word.
Yeah, it's like the really dirty kind of thrust in armbar where like you're watching WWE and you're not sure if what you're seeing is technically supposed to be happening on regular television because it looks a little rapey.
What is a little rapey? Like, are we talking little rapey like Drake or little rapey like early Cosby?
Ooh. Also, where does Diddy fall on that scale?
We haven't found out how big a scale that is yet. It's getting bad, though.
Also, I don't want to say that race relations are an issue, but is it weird?
Yeah, where are all the white? We know
there have to be white guys.
There has
doing
to be
the
more.
same.
There have to be 10 times the amount of white guys.
100%.
Oh, they're priests.
Oh, right. Protected by the church.
Yes, they're fine. They're fine.
Also, in the Catholic Church's defense, there are very few white priests anymore. But
what?
Yeah,
I have yet seen other than a white priest
in the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
have you been in a Catholic church?
I see them on TV.
No, you don't. Catholic
sure
churches don't go on TV.
I watch that shit all the time. They just came out and said they had UFOs and shit, dude.
Listen, the Pope's always white. But
it's always a man too, huh?
Also, the smoke that tells you that he's the Pope is always white. That's a little racist.
Yeah. Can smoke be racist?
Yeah. How could it not be?
Racist smoke. It's awesome.
We went a little...
It makes that whole song "Smoke on the Water" sound a little different. A little different meaning to that.
Well, that, like, if it's white smoke and it's on the water, then it's Jesus, right?
Okay, so is there like brown smoke and yellow? All right, no, we're good. We're good.
I definitely feel like we went off the rails, and even though those last 5 minutes were hilarious, we're not going to be able to use any of them.
Nope. Who would have thought racist smoke would get us in trouble?
I, for one, would have.
Oh, okay. So you got a word for me, right?
Oh, yeah. It's Skibidi.
No, you got a word, right?
No, it's still Skibidi.
Skibidi do, Skibidi day. That's what you say when you just had a really good day and you're coming home.
Oh, so yeah, that's what I was saying for a while when I first heard this. Is I would sing this song Zippity Doo Dah, except I would throw in Skibidi instead of Zippity. Also, yeah, it's, I guess calling it our word this week is a little wrong because, like, not a word.
Well, like I said, it seems like, at least right now, I don't know where this will be by the time the episode comes out. We're recording this maybe about a month and a half early, but it's everywhere right now. And it's been around for a little bit. It had something to do with some meme about Skibidi toilet.
Yep.
Which I guess we should find what that is, but it's become its own thing now where the toilet thing doesn't even matter.
I never want to live in a world where the toilets don't matter.
This is pretty good for the
ceramic toilets matter. Go ahead.
Just to let everybody know, we use Urban Dictionary a lot. Sometimes we use dictionary.com or was it slang.punch or whatever you like? Something like that.
Slang.net, I think.
Okay.
Or slang.
Pretty close.
Also, you may not be able to use that toilet thing that I said. Go ahead.
It's usually the way it goes. But Urban Dictionary, right out of the gates, Skibidi. Skibidi is a word usually used to start a convo, specifically a convo filled with brain rot. I like that. Who did that one?
You know what's interesting too is when the kids were first trying to explain it to me, and when I say trying to explain it to me, I mean that there's no explanation for the stupid usage of this term.
That's what's hard is you try to Google it too.
Yeah.
None of it makes
no.
It's like it's like someone was making fun of older people making fun of the younger slang, and to make fun of us making fun of the words, they just threw Skibidi out like something like that. And now it's turned into.
It sounds like a really bad jazz singer. It's not the point. The point is when the kids first tried to explain it to me, brain rot was a term that they used. And I was like, that's interesting because brain rot isn't like a normal phrase either. So I almost feel like brain rot is slang in and of itself.
I'll let you read this one. It's kind of got the backup of the Skibidi toilet shit.
Here's the, you know,
wait, he can't read. We'll have AI do it.
Well, I can read Japanese, and that's the problem. Is this is horizontal and left to right, but we'll give it a go.
Stand on your head.
Skibidi is a wide-ranged. That's not a term. Whatever. Wide-ranged universal word that originated from an Arabic song with the word skibidi in it, and then blew up from a guy shaking his stomach to that song. Then started getting recognized as Skibidi toilet, starting lores with loads of different memes. Did this?
Can't you autocorrect that while you're reading?
What keyboard did this guy use? Anyways. Also, just until recently, a little kid remixed the lyrics to a TikTok song and said, and I quote, "Sticking out your gat for the Rizzler, that's so skibidi."
Which I have to say, I think I've seen that.
The skibidi toilet is after me.
So basically, a fat kid, I don't want to say fat kid, big bone kid, shaking his belly.
Big bone.
Screams Skibidi. So basically it's Chunk from the Goonies.
Yeah, or Cartman.
Ew.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the Goonies though, huh?
I've seen the Goonies.
I thought you said you didn't see that one.
I said I didn't like the Goonies.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm the one.
Oh my God, we can't even have this conversation right now.
Skibidi toilet's fun.
Is it?
The first part of the definition is the work of fucking Satan. In a line by its own before he gets into what it means. Pretty funny.
I don't know. I've had food poisoning where I've made a Skibidi toilet. That was the work of Satan.
That's not what Skibidi means.
So Skibidi doo da, Skibidi day.
So based on the definition that you had me read, and
you read so well, eloquently as I
tried to read it as in English as I could muster, based on the curly-headed buffoon's curly-head buffoon.
Is that his name?
I had to correct his name because it's not curly-head buffoon. Your head isn't curly, you dipshit. It's curly-headed.
Maybe we should look this up on dictionary.
Anyways, not the point. Sticking out your gat for the Rizzler, that's so skibidi. If I was to read that and knowing that we've done both gat and Riz.
But Rizzler's a whole new thing.
Yeah, Rizzler's a whole new thing, but it's the same thing. It's like
it is. It's just Rizzler's the new thing. Everybody's saying that.
All right. Well, that's so skibidi makes it sound like that's the skanky thing to do. Right?
A little bit. I
mean,
see what you're saying.
Going off the definitions that we've gotten through thus far, I would think that that's kind of where it is. For the record, on slang.org, you can't even find it.
Oh,
All right. Well, that's so skibidi. Makes it sound like that's the skanky thing to do. Right? I mean, going off the definitions that we've gotten through thus far, I would think that that's kind of where it is. For the record, on slang.org, you can't even find it.
That's a good sign, right?
I
Leaves us with a little bit of hope.
Yeah,
I was gonna say hope's the magic word right there. So basically, anybody's clicked on this podcast or this episode to learn about Skibidi, you are not going to learn a goddamn thing.
I know I'm not. So this episode is like the entire series of Seinfeld.
It's brought to you by nothing.
This is an episode about nothing.
Awesome.
If there is one thing I learned from Urban Dictionary today, it's that it not only doesn't have a definition, its definition basically is that people that don't like the word just shit on it on Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, we could go with that.
And based on what one of the first definitions was about it starting a conversation. Anyways, so I think it's the thing that somebody says, the reason they use it at the beginning of a sentence is you hear it, you were so angered and confused as to what they just said that then you were forced to listen to whatever comes after it.
Okay, I'll give you that. This is going to be our biggest episode.
That's sad.
If you look like our past episodes, like the dumb words like Riz and stuff still seem to be getting traction.
Riz doesn't even feel dumb anymore. That's how dumb this is.
well, Rizzler is pretty bad. That makes Riz seem normal, and you add the lure to it.
So what human would be the human personification of Skibidi?
Dick Van Dyke.
You think Dick Van Dyke's annoying?
No, I think of Skibidi Doodah, Skibidi Day, and I see him in black and white singing that.
Oh, no good.
What? Well, you got to give me something better then. Dick Van Dyke, greatest name ever.
I'm going to hate myself. Nope. I'm going to pick a different name. I was going to say Pauly Shore, but
did he use something that sounded like Skibidi? Didn't he? No. Adam Sandler. He does that Skibidi.
Yeah.
Did you like the fingers I did there? I don't know what that was.
So weird. It looked like you were giving somebody a prostate exam. I think he does kind of qualify. Like, if you get hit with Pauly Shore early on, there's such an annoying persona about him that you have to pay attention to whatever's going on after that. I think Carrot Top fits that demo.
I kind of want Pauly Shore to make a comeback.
But I hate that I'm saying this because I do love the guy. Bobcat Goldthwait.
He's still alive?
I don't know, but if he is, not for long because we just said his name. But I think like he had that voice, or Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh,
like they have that voice that like immediately annoys you so much that you become entranced with whatever's about to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. I almost think that's a win for us right there. So is Skibidi good or Skibidi bad?
Skibidi's nothing. Skibidi's everything and nothing.
So you could use it in either way then.
Sure.
What would they mean if they said hang out with your slang out is Skibidi Rizzler?
I don't think that you would say it's Skibidi Rizzler.
You heard that new podcast? It's so Skibidi. Is that bad or good?
Don't know. Who's it coming from? How do they feel about the podcast? That's what I mean. Like the definition is null.
Null? Should we do that word?
No, that's not.
It's like my favorite Jodie Foster movie. Null.
That's null.
It's kind of null to me. Skibidi Bacon? Band name. Call it.
I could go with that. Much as I hate the word, Skibidi Bacon does sound kind of like a fun band name.
I'm hungry. Well, I think we've wasted.
Can we do a new 80s hair metal cover band called Skibidi Row?
That is perfect. That was perfection.
Thank you.
That one's not even for you guys that are listening. That one's for me. That's straight for me.
You guys will all hate that show.
I'm keeping that one.
But your kids are going to love it.
Ooh, another good one.
Back to the Future.
Another good one. All right. I think we've done all the damage we can do for a word that we don't understand and the world doesn't understand.
To be fair, I feel like we could do a lot more damage.
Think so?
Sure.
I'm hoping,
We can always do a lot of damage.
I'm hoping we're killing this word. All right, I'm Skibidi Doodah Dan.
And I'm Skibidi Bobbidi Boop, Matt.
I was hoping you were going to go with like menstrual cramp, Matt.
Why? How would that? What?
Because I was all Skibidi Doodah, so Dan. That matches yours. You gotta blend in the Matt with the Skibidi.
No, I don't.
Skibidi Moomop Matt.
Nope.
Moomop. That was like my favorite song from the 2000s.
Bop.
Moombop.
No, because I did Skibidi Bibbidi Boo, and the B's correlate with best podcast host ever. So like it was, I kept with the B's.
Skibidi Bibbidi Boo. That's a Disney thing, right?
Sure.
It's what like one of the like
Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
Yeah, what is that?
Is
that one of the fairies that?
No.
There's something new for everybody. Sadly, he didn't make that noise with his mouth.
Put it together. What do you got? Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Is it? It's one of the princesses, right? Snow White. No.
That's cocaine.
No, that's white snow. White is pure driven snow. Cinderella.
That's right.
Not to be confused with Spinderella of Salt and Pepper fame.
No, I thought we were talking about
or 80s
hairband.
Yeah. Cinderella.
Ain't nobody's fool. I know what you're talking about.
Or popular 80s strip club Skinderella.
All right. I think I'm Skibidi out.
I don't think that's how. I mean, I guess I said there's no definition or meaning, so I guess you can use it that way. But it just felt really Skibidi when you said it.
I'm already gone.
To where? Ohio?
Up here, I'm Skibidi done.
Where are you going to? Ohio? Skibidi Bobbidi Boo.
All right, I think we killed Skibidi.
Skibidi go after yourself.
First one very well.
So it seems like over the entire episode, I'm just doing that.
Oh, damn it.
In the background while we're doing the actual.
Well, now you have homework because we're going to have to, we'll do that on a later episode.
That's so many people that I have to remember.
No, you were thinking of them on the spot. You didn't have to remember shit. You just got to Kevin Bacon, the 7, what do they call it?
7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Thank you. I saw the 7 Shades of Kevin Bacon. That's a totally different thing.
Different movie.
Yeah.
Different movie. A lot more kink.
Back to race.
Super Skibidi.